Hey everyone, it's Vigilante here, and I've had a pretty good day. I had a delivery shift today, and that went pretty good. And I've been working through the comics that I got um, yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday. Yeah, for new comic book day. And so I read this one, and then I also read Batman issue 100, and I think I'll be doing that review tomorrow. Um, but I'm going to do this one first. So this one came out between Batman 99 and Batman 100 and kind of filled in some of the gaps, I guess, for Joker War. And it also set up a lot of storylines that we'll be getting in 2021. So I can't say I would recommend it for like $6. Um, if you are following the Joker War, I mean, I guess it helps you understand some things. And if you're a Batman fan who's going to be following Batman, then you probably already got it and read it. But if not, it does set up some uh, of the events that will be transpiring in 2021. Um, so, anyway, I'll go ahead and get into it. Uh, and like I said, it's not necessary to read for Joker War, and I think some people probably felt a little like, I don't know, misled because DC kind of marketed this thing as a good, like almost necessary. It's really not, but it does still have some good stories. It has some bad ones too, but um, I'll get into that and you shall see. So our first story is at Arkham Asylum with Bane and the Joker, and it's written by, I think, Tinian. Yeah, James Tinian, who of course is on Batman right now and will be for at least another year, so that's pretty exciting. Um, I didn't read any of the Bane War stuff. City of Bane, I think is what it was called, that Tom King wrote, just because the reviews I heard from Diversity in Comics and everybody was just terrible, and so I just skipped out on that. But basically, Bane was captured, it looks like, and they're trying to pump out the Bane venom from him, and he's like hooked up to this weird pump machine thing. But anyway, he's visited by Joker, who basically just tells him, "You done, you done messed up, son, for killing Alfred, um, and killing him in front of Robin instead of Batman himself." Again, I didn't. I was like, I could follow enough because I do know that story a bit, just from being a comic book fan. Um, but I don't know the details. But basically, Bane snapped Alfred's neck in front of Damien, and Batman wasn't there. I think because he was having some kind of whiny tantrum, which is what Tom King did to our beloved Caped Crusader. Um, James Tynion has redeemed Batman, but that's how he was for the pretty much all of Tom King's run. So Joker brings back Bane's old mask, and um, he's saying, "Bane, you look terrible. There, now you look terrible, and you're wearing your stupid mask." So he's just basically like, yeah, berating Bane, and Bane doesn't even really care. He's just is like, "Tell me what you came here for, you clown," and stop dancing around whatever this is, and say your piece. Um, and Joker's like, "Isn't it funny that, or wouldn't it be funny if I killed you right here? You're listed among Batman's biggest baddies, right up there with me. And how funny would it be if I just killed you right here and nobody knew who did it?" But Oh yeah, this is the part where he goes off on Bane for killing Joker or killing Alfred in front of Robin. Um, but anyway, he's like, I'm making you a promise. You will pay for what you did. I'm going to see to that. You won't know when, you won't know how, but it will happen. So then he just leaves Bane hooked up to this. It's like a crazy machine. Um, yeah, it's like all these hoses and I mean I get the chains are there to keep Bane there, but like I don't get why there's so many dang hoses. Anyway, so this sets up events um, to be continued in 2021. So apparently there is going to be some kind of Bane versus Joker war to come. That's kind of what it looks like. Um, so that will be interesting whenever it happens, and I'm assuming it'll be written by James Tynion since he wrote this. This next story, um, I wasn't a fan of it. So basically, this is the aftermath of Lucius Fox being captured by the Joker, and Punchline using him to hand over access to all of Wayne Enterprise and all of Batman's tech and everything. So Lucius Fox is trying to recover from that. And he's with his family, and they're trying to get him, like, it's not your fault. Um, and the money that we got from Catwoman, so apparently something happened in Catwoman 25. I haven't read it, so I don't really know. But, yeah, so it's just mainly a bunch of talking, and then the clowns show up to take back this flash drive that Catwoman gave Lucius, which has access to Bruce Wayne's money, apparently. And I don't know. I don't like how Lucius is drawn in this. He looks way too young to be Lucius Fox. And then this is supposed to be his son. So, dad, son. I don't see it. First of all, he looks way too young to be this dude's dad. Like, he needs some gray or some white, highlights in his hair. He needs to look more like Morgan Freeman. And then he's just kind of turned into a butthurt loser. And I mean, I know, yeah, he was traumatized and everything, but he's Lucius Fox. He's tougher than that. So of course, Lucius Fox's son, Luke Fox, is Batwing, and he has like the Batwing suit, and he puts it on, and that was a pretty cool scene. I don't know much about Batwing, just besides that, but that's a pretty cool looking costume. And he takes down the clowns. And then Lucius has this gun, and he tells Batwing to get out of here. And he's like, I know who you are. I designed that suit the same as I designed a weapon that can shoot through it, yada yada. So, again, doesn't look like Lucius Fox. He looks wimpy. Very, very wimpy. And what the heck is he doing? If he knows who it is, he knows it's his son. He's not going to point a gun at his son. And so Batwing flies away, and then the police show up, and there's like, oh, he has a gun, hands up, freak, blah, 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 blah. And then Luke Fox, after changing back from Batwing, is like, no, he's my dad. Look at that. Ugh. That's not Lucius Fox. That is some dweeb, like, 20-year-old. Yeah, so that was a crappy story. Just, the art was bad. The story was bad. It didn't lead to anything. It was just like, oh, poor Lucius Fox. Again, Lucius Fox is a strong, masculine man. He's not going to be this simp over here. The second story, or the second, I guess, the third story, had the worst art in this entire thing. Like, they look like Imaginext people. What? Look at this. Ugh, yuck. So this is Spoiler and Orphan, the two females in the Batman family. I don't know if Batwoman still considers herself a female. She's a lesbian, but I don't know. I guess, okay, there's Batgirl too, Barbara Gordon, but these are the two other females. Anyway, they're trying to recover this bat signal from Spoiler's father's locker at the police compound, I guess. but it's busted, and they were hoping to give the people of Gotham a symbol of hope again. And so instead of fixing the bat signal, instead they just go to this clock tower and they get their old costumes. And they're like, yep, that's the symbol. Again, look at this. Look at these feet. Look at these. All of it. This is like something you would see in a book for 5-year-olds. And it was written by Joshua Williamson, who's been on Flash for a very long time. And I think he's on Justice League now. And I always heard really good things about the Flash run. I think I read one or two of his Justice League books. He's all right. I never jumped on the Flash because I didn't have confidence in him, and this story kind of confirmed it. It's like it's not a bad story per se. It's just a pointless, useless story with horrendous art. This next one is about Poison Ivy, and she had this like underground, what she considered a paradise, but that's in her eyes. And Joker's clowns infiltrated it and like burned it, so she kills them all. And then she captures one of these, like the last clown alive, and she gives this whole speech about, I just wanted to have a paradise in Gotham, but they showed me that in order to have paradise, I have to start from the roots up, and Gotham needs to be reborn. Yada yada yada, all of that good supervillain talk. Oh, and there's a plant that stays green even in dark places, and some people call it Devil's Ivy, but it's also called by another name, Queen Ivy. Oh man. So this will be another story in 2021 where Poison Ivy is like, I don't know, has her entire plants like all under Gotham, and then she just is gonna like uproot the thing. Yeah, alright, so that's gonna be in 2021. Woohoo. Next one. This one was good. This one was my favorite out of this book. This was actually solid. The art was a little strange and a little off, but it works. It looks like very, I would say early 2000s ish, where you have these ginormous buildings that like are just so kind of, I don't know. It looks like a Where's Waddle, a Where's Waldo map. Like these buildings are literally just like on top of each other. This one's also written by James Tynion, so he wrote 2 in this one. And this one is about 4 dudes, Snap, Crackle, Pop, and Big Ed, who put on clown masks and go to work for Joker. So apparently they're friends or something like that. And Joker's like, yes, there's gonna be a good place for you in my new city. But first, I need you to carry out this run mission for me. And so Punchline gives them the spiel. Someone is killing the clowns in the Narrows. We need to put down this clown hunter once and for all. So they're like, all right, yeah, we got this. So the 4 of them head into the Narrows of Gotham. Again, like this architecture is just, it's whack. But it works. Again, it kind of looks, sure, that's Gotham City. Yeah, sure. So the first thing they come upon are these spikes in the road. And like, yep, somebody was waiting for us. And they also left these dead clowns hanging here. And I think this dude, Snap. Yeah, Snap. He goes to cut down one of these guys. And he's like, we're going to need to teach this clown hunter a little respect. And he goes and like cuts the cord. And it just sets off these bombs and blows them to bits. And so Big Ed's like, none of you idiots touch a damn thing without my say-so. That's the rules now, you got me. Yeah, so they continue on. They pass this graffiti that says, no clowns go to heaven. And they start shooting at just the residents here. They're like, no bats and no clown hunters. Nobody's coming to save you. and they're just kind of looking like, yeah, so there's this truck that's overturned, and it's got a bunch of chemicals from Ace Chemicals that were lost down here, and apparently we're supposed to reach the Joker or something. And so next is Pop, and he walks in and he's like, "Do you think the Joker would pay double if we got him his goods back, finish the job?" And then he's like, "Oh wait, I see something," and like ignites his flamethrower and tries to burn this dude. He's like, "It's him. It's the clown hunter. It's a dummy." And then, of course, the chemicals combust and just he's like, "Oh hell," and he gets fried. Um, so now there's only two left, and Big Ed's like, "Show yourself, kid. Stop all these tricks and traps and fight us." And then you get Clown Hunter, and I've really enjoyed Clown Hunter in this whole Joker War thing, and I think he's a good character, good addition. His parents were killed by the Joker like 5 years ago, and he's like, "I've had it, man. Batman isn't stopping this guy. Now there's freaking clowns running in the street. I've had it. I'm just gonna kill them. Like I'm just gonna kill them. I'm just gonna do it myself." um, and he always, whenever he's talking, like he's like this very introverted kid, and he's like, he always talks in lowercase. And he's like, "Yeah, okay, you mean like this?" And he just blows this other dude. The look on his face as he gets, I guess that's a bullet, or yeah, it looks like a bullet just blowing it through his head. Um, and Clown Hunter's like, "You're right, that's better." And so Big Ed fires at him, at Clown Hunter, and he's like, "Where'd you learn to shoot? Clown college?" And like it's like they're just very subtle jokes. That's great, very sarcastic. Um, and so Big Ed's like, I could bring you in, get you face to face. Maybe he'd cut you in and give you a job." Um, and that was after Big Ed was like, "You're making enough noise that Joker sent us here personally." And Clown Hunter's like, "Maybe he just doesn't like you very much." Uh, and so Clown Hunter says, "Yeah, man, we'd be fast friends for sure. We'd be grinning ear to ear before I knew it. Just like mom, just like dad." And so Big Ed chucks this grenade, and Clown Hunter has a friggin' bat, and he just bats it back at him. Um, and he's like, "I've had to get pretty creative taking down all these loser clowns, but nothing feels as good as beating one of you to death with a baseball bat." Whew, this kid. I would not want to mess with this kid. Got some issues, but it's also kind of kind of bad. You know what I mean? Right. So, um, they have this little hand-to-hand fight, and both of them end up losing their mask, and he's like, Big Ed is like, and look at that. So he's got a batarang tied to his bat. He's like, "And look at that batarang. I see that batarang. This life ain't you, kid. You're the type that grew up idolizing the bat, and bat doesn't kill. Everybody knows that." And then, just very calmly and coolly, Clown Hunter says, "Batman had his chance to save this city. He had his chance to save my parents, to save everyone you clowns are terrorizing. I'm more interested in permanent solutions. I think Gotham agrees with me." And all of these residents are shouting Clown Hunter, and Big Ed knows he's in for it, and just whack, he gets a baseball bat right, well, it looks like into his neck first, and then whack right into his head, and that's where it ends. Don't mess with Clown Hunter. So that was a great story, and I'm a big fan of Clown Hunter, uh, and I'm glad that Tinian's created him and brought him into this story. Um, but yeah, I mean, what was it? Two good ones, three bad ones, something like that. How many were? Yeah, maybe it's 2 and 2. Two good ones, two bad ones. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you had this and read this, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think of Clown Hunter. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.